Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Pulsar back with another video. Today I wanted to cover some basics on Dragon Island, some of the advantages of being on Dragon Island, and how to improve any of your gameplay on Dragon Island. So I'll start with the basics and then get into some more detailed things as the video goes. The first thing that I wanted to mention was in order to unlock Dragon Island, you have to have Senior Lord 1. Through doing outposts and Knights Parades and little things like that is how you get the prestige. Banquets are also very important in order to grow. So pushing that at an early stage so that you can get there the fastest is kind of the point. So you have to get through all the new Lord levels, you have to get through all the Rising Lord levels and all the Common Lord levels, and then you'll eventually hit Senior Lord 1, at which point you will unlock your Dragon Island. So you scroll over here, go here, and it'll open up, look something like this. If you're on a newer server, this may not be as populated as it is for somebody that's going to be in a more established server. But basically everything's going to work the same. I'm going to move an image up here so everybody can see it as we go through it. So you can see on the screenshot, you've got the camps listed. This is the fortress. These are the advanced camps, and then as you move down, these are number 1s through 5. So there's a total of 7 layers here. Basically, all that it's saying here on the screenshot is that the points cap is going to be up top. 3.8 is where I'm at because I'm on an advanced tile. If you're on this top one, you have 4.8 that you can go to, and then your meat generation is going to be 180, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, depending on which of these camps that you take early on. So to take this top camp, you have to have a Duke or higher, so this one won't even be unlocked until Dukes come around about a month into the server. These top camps, you have to have an Earl or higher to grab, so they'll start pretty early. About a week into your server, you can grab one of these camps. And then these down here, you have to have a Baron or higher, so if you're pushing silver events, intimacy events, things like that, you can grab one of these. Once the server's established, obviously with these, you're going to have a higher title, something like a Duke or a King to hold these top 3 is really what you'll need. As we move into these layers down here, the blue one is going to be XP. We'll start there. Same sort of breakdown. You have the 1 at the top. You have several here at the 2nd, and then it goes all the way down to the 7th where it's not as populated. The meat cost and the gain of the resources is similar, so it's cheap down here. It's very expensive up here, so 1600 meat, but you get 1600 XP. The way that it's going to work on the XP tiles are it's divided by the knights that you disperse. So like if we take a look at Venus's, for instance, if we view hers, she has the 1 knight here, Madam. It's going to show her attack, her HP, 91 million, and then all of her buffs. So she didn't buff at all. She basically gained 1600 XP strictly for Madam. If she would have had 5 here, that 1600 would have been divided out between all 5 spots. So just know that when you're taking one of these tiles here, if you want to improve just one knight, you just want to disperse that 1, but you're taking the chance that it's going to be weaker. And if somebody wants to take it, they can. And then as you go down, it's a lot less likely that somebody will take your tile, but it's also you're not gaining nearly as much. So there's advantages to each one of them. You want to be very careful with which one that you go after and which one you target, because if you're a lower power player at the top, it makes you an easy target and people will go after you. Moving into the Alliance Wealth, so this is basically just how you'll upgrade dragons and unlock dragons daily. So that's kind of what these green ones are for. Same breakdown at the top. It's going to cost 1600 meat every time. These middle ones are 800. It's going to go to 400, 200, 100, and etc. All the way down to the 7th one, which is 25, I believe. Yeah. So that's there. That's the Alliance Wealth. And then, of course, Prestige is probably the most popular one. This is the one that fills up the fastest, usually every day. All of these get taken. You want to keep the same mindset. These top ones are going to be the most competitive. They're the ones that the most highest power players are going to target. So you really don't want to take them and waste your meat unless it's something that you think you can hold. So that usually goes for the top one, this middle section, and this third one. They're all very competitive. Um, you can see here how much is going to be, and this is for all of them that you click on. You've got the effect that's going to produce 1 prestige every 58 seconds. If you're on the top one, it's 1 every 41 seconds. If you're at the bottom, it's 1 every 720 seconds, as it shows in the screenshot. Pending collection is essentially just showing how long it's been since you've collected. So this person in particular has generated 23 prestige since the last time they were on. If I were to seize this, I would get 50% of that, so I would get somewhere around 11. And then this shows how many resources are remaining. So if you're going to seize somebody's stuff, you want to pick somebody that probably has the longest amount of time. So like this one, 12.5 hours is probably the longest of anybody. So that would be the one you'd kind of want to target. They got there the latest, so that's the one you're going to be able to grab the most prestige off of. You also want to pay attention to their pending collection, because if you're going to seize it and you're going to get 50%, you might as well get your money's worth or your meat's worth, and take something that has a decent sized pending collection. But that's all up to you, personal preference, and also state power. You don't want to challenge somebody that you can't beat, because that just wastes your time. Looking at a few more things here, you've got the news tab and intelligence tab. The news is basically a breakdown of everything that's happened since the reset at midnight, or whatever time reset happens for you. You'll see a pretty consistent trend of level 3, 2, 1, advanced. Those are the most competitive layers and camps, so that's the one that people target the most often. You can see here mostly level 2s, level 2s, level 3s. That's why I was saying when you grab those things daily, just make sure it's something you can hold, or otherwise you're just wasting your meat. And then in intelligence, it's basically a breakdown. It shows your current camp. It shows the layers that you have currently. Shows you how much time is left to collect, and then how much is there to be collected now. You can collect these one at a time and get your stuff, or you can hit collect all, so you don't have to click as many times. And then on the defense info, it's basically just going to show you here who tried to hit you, what they tried to hit you off of. I think they stay for 7 days. Basically, you can look here and see what they used to attack you, what time they challenged you. You can skip through it. You can copy their UID here, so that when you go to the search bar, you can type in their UID here, which I've already done for this person in particular. You just hit inquire. It'll cost you a seeker stone. Once you inquire here, it's good for 24 hours. You can see their server, you can see their lord level, you can see their state power, and you can see which alliance that they're in. You can also see all of the stuff that they're holding currently. So right now, this person just has a camp. If you click on that, if it's something you want to retaliate on, it'll start blinking. It'll take you right to it. You can click on it. You can seize it. You have up to 3 chances a day if that's something that you want to do. It's not something that I very often do, because it's not something that I want to get in a fight about typically. But anyway, if it's something that your alliance mates are being targeted on or whatever, they can share their UID, and you can search them out so that you can take care of whatever you need to take care of. Hopefully this helped out everybody. If not, feel free to reach out if you have any questions still about Dragon Island. It's a very important part of the game, just to get that grind in on prestige early so that you can hold these top camps and generate as much points, whether it's prestige, XP, or alliance wealth for your team. Anyway, if you have any questions, please reach out. Twitter, Discord. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have. With that being said, I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for the support, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.